Good afternoon, everyone. This is Naveen Kumar. I am an alumni of IIT BHU Varanasi 2014 batch. I started this particular startup where we are developing meat testing kit to detect freshness of meat within 10 to 15 minutes. So what is this happening in the industry was that when you are bringing any chicken or mutton to your household or any restaurant is bringing, what is the quality of that? People don't know whether it is contaminated after 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 4 hours, how much, or it was contaminated during the transportation. So that was the challenge. The only way to detect was by smell, by smelling it. And that was coming in the range of 10 is to 12 CFU units per grammage. The international standard says you have to detect that at 10 is to 5 CFU units per grammage. But that was not happening. So we came up with a solution where we are able to detect the freshness, the quality of meat within 10 to 20 minutes. So smell means whenever you are going to a restaurant, 10 is to 12 means that was a higher range. But what was happening at the ground level, but when the actually contamination was happening, we identified this problem through Indian Army, and they provided this problem that their consignment is coming and they are facing this issue. A huge chunk of truck is coming and they are unable to detect it. So there we came up with the idea where we are going to work on this and able to provide a solution which can help them detect within few minutes. So we came up with the solution of these strips. We developed these strips. These are rapid testing strips. We take some water. We put these strips into. Sorry. We take some water. We put this strip into this and put a chunk of meat. If the color changes to pink, the meat is not fresh. The chicken and mutton has contaminated. If the color remains same, it's fresh. Our major customer is Indian Army. We are 6 months old company. We are supplying to Indian Armed Forces. Recently, we started supplying to Hyderabad, Chennai, and many good brands. Even some of the many samples are being circulated across many good brands like Licious, Barbecue Nation. They are evaluating, and maybe in the next couple of 3 to 6 months, they might use within their restaurants. So the current, talking about the current market is expanding at a CAGR of 7.18. Since the meat industry is growing across India as well as across globe, the chances of contamination is increasing. Hence, this solution is going to provide a lot for this industry. The industry is valued at USD 55.25 million, and we are approved by DRDO. We are validated by NABL Lab. We are in the list of indigenous kit of FSSAI, and we have recently raised 75 lakhs of rupees from our IIT BHU network at 6 CR of valuation. We are currently looking to raise around 4 CR at 22 to 24 CR of valuation. Yeah, thank you.
Any questions from the audience or the investors?
So, in terms of what's the exact IP that you are looking for, is it the specific product that you have prepared, or is it the process itself? What I mean to say is that is this a patented IP thing? Someone cannot replicate. You would have defensibility, or this is that?
So we have filed the patent and granted.
Okay.
And we are the only one in India that is doing rapid testing. Other tests are based on lab. They tell 12 to 24 hours. And we are doing it 10 minutes and our IP is protected.
Okay.
Product patent. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Anyone else?
What's the cost for
So per kit is 10 rupees per test. And one kit is 10 rupees. We are providing in the form of a box 200 kits for 2,000 rupees. And to Indian Armed Forces, we are providing 500 kits for 5,000, 4,500 to 5,000. That's the range. And we are approximately getting 80% of the gross margin on that. So 80 margin, we are working on that 80% for other expenses. Yes.
So, is it used only on uncooked meat or cooked meat?
This is for raw meat. Yes, we have 4 kits: frozen chicken, frozen mutton, then raw chicken, raw mutton, and cold slaughtered meat.
This cannot be used on cooked
No, no, no. Once it's cooked, it's not. So one of the customer is this Philips Burger based out of Mumbai. So they also wanted these kits for their cooked ones. But ultimately, they have a process in which they are using marination. So we suggested them after clean the marination, use it before cooking. You will get the idea whether your chicken and mutton is fresh or not. So they have like 16 to 20 outlets and they are using it on their outlets.
Freshness means how long
Sir, the freshness of meat depends on the surroundings. It can contaminate from the knife when it is butchered, or it can contaminate within the freezer, it can contaminate in 15 minutes, or it can't contaminate up to 4 hours it exposed to air. So it all depends on the surroundings.
Okay. Is there any standard? This is the freshness and this is how we have to see.
Sir, as I mentioned, there is a scale of international standards and Indian standard. It says 10 raised to 5 CFU per grammage. If it crosses it, it breaches it for chicken, it's contaminated, and for mutton, it's 10 is to 6.
Okay. How many really does in India? All the restaurants, other people will do.
So right
freshness
now,
test?
they're all depends on the physical, means smelling or something like that. But when we are introducing this kit, these are helping them to detecting at the time of delivery to the B2B player and to restaurant when they are cooking.
Okay.
Which is helping in the entire food chain. And we are also working on buffalo meat because APEDA is asking us, because there's a huge issue in buffalo meat when in the export.
Understood. No, thank you.
And we have, sir, already supplied more than 10 lakh kits to nation. So doing good in the market.
Now, why you are raising these funds of?
So we have to work on R&D because we have to come with fish. Then we have other pork is there. So other type of meat
How
is there.
much you invested to build this testness? How much money you invested till date?
Myself, sir, I have invested more than 25 lakhs in my company.
And you got another 40 lakhs from
I got 75 lakhs from the investors.
investors and some money from Bayrak also.
Not Bayrak, sir.
Nidhi
No Bayrak.
Prayas.
Nidhi Prayas I got in 10 lakhs, but that was for a different product.
So 75, 10, 85 plus 25.
No, that was for different product 10. 75 for this meat testing kits.
Okay.
This is a different product.
But for fish and other thing, you need higher.
Yes,
money.
high end and also for marketing and expansion of the market.
Okay. Thank you.
So validity is 1 year with 99% efficacy. After that, efficacy will reduce. And this is being validated by DRDO lab as well as NABL lab. Yes, sir. And also added in the FSSAI list of indigenous kits.
And what is the patent that you were talking about? Applied, granted, or if so, what is it?
It's granted, sir. Patent is granted.
What is the patent exactly for?
So patent is for the kits.
For the product?
Yes, for the product, sir, not for the process.
Thank you.
You can detect any hormones or any chemical contamination?
No, sir. All the problem was detection of freshness. So for that we worked, and eventually the same is being asked by the restaurants and hotels. If our chicken is fresh or not.
Thank you, Mr. Naveen.
Thank you.
We would. Okay, moving ahead. Do we have a Swabag team over here? Swabag Labs. We'll have 3 minutes.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sudhakar, and I'm the founder of Swabag Labs. So we are building a clean energy cooperative. Most of us, we know Amul, right? Like how it has built the milk cooperative system in our country. So we are trying clean energy cooperative. So recently, we have seen Satya Nadella talking about compute is no longer a problem, energy is the problem. So the lack of access to clean energy and real estate is what's stopping them. And that's exactly the problem we are also solving, the lack of reliable energy in spite of the growing demand, shooting up from the recent use case of AI and e-mobility. And here you can see use cases like there is swap station that is depending on a diesel generator that calls out the reliability issues. And all the developing countries like Australia, Germany, Spain, they're already seeing issues with the grid because the peak generation is not being handled properly. And we see this is a globally a big problem with $350 billion market, which is what we are solving through our solution, which is Swachh Shakti, as I said, the clean energy cooperative. We are building off-grid network by storing the excess energy in the form of batteries, which are portable. And these batteries go directly into productive applications. We started with EV, electric vehicles. So we are building a swapping network out of these batteries. So the model is like excess energy gets to the batteries and we deploy to productive applications, and the incentive is shared back with the energy generators. So imagine, as I said, in case of Amul, it is milk. Here it is solar charged batteries that are driving the incentive. And the entire platform, like there is a robust monitoring that is built in, and the energy metrics are all stored on blockchain ledger, which gives transparency as well. And the model is like we facilitate off-grid solar systems, which are on par with what the government grid subsidy we get. And we follow a franchisee model where we encourage rural entrepreneurs to become a businessmen by investing in these franchises that will promote both solar and EVs. And as I said, the battery swapping network eventually is what is driving the revenue for the ecosystem. And this is a bit on the traction part. We have active deployments in Nalgonda, where a village is generating daily 250 kilowatt of energy that is getting consumed by 4 battery swap stations. And we have users paying 80 rupees per swap. And per month, they are consuming around 10 swaps, which is what the revenue is coming out of. And this is enabled by 50 self-help group women who are part of the network. And we have 5 lakh villages of such kind in our country, which is a huge scale and which is hugely untapped, right? So just to summarize, like we are looking to make a huge dent in the clean energy transition space, and we are looking for collaboration in that space. And we are looking to raise our seed round to scale up our operations.
Any questions? Okay, so thank you, Mr.
Yeah, thanks.
We shall move ahead with the next company. Do we have Gram IQ? Anybody from Gram IQ? Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon, all. I'm Sachin from Nagpur, Maharashtra. I know post lunch it's difficult, but I'll try and be to the point. So we are building agri data platform which helps agriculture businesses to target precisely the farmers at the right stage at the right time. The gap which we had identified is farmer doesn't have a digital tools to maintain their accounting farming operations. Hence, they do not get an visibility on the what they're really cultivating, what expenses, incomes are they making, what is the profit and losses are. At the same time, agriculture businesses are wasting more than 12,000 crore annually on the advertisement without knowing whom they are really targeting to, and this problem we are solving with the integrated agri data platform, where we help agriculture businesses to do a targeted advertisements on our platform to the right set of farmers. At the same time, we help agri input companies recommending agri inputs to the farmers, as well as working with microfinance and government bodies. The market is 12,000 crores annually spent on agriculture advertisement. More than 30% of that is a digital marketing spend nowadays, with growing adoption of smartphone in rural areas. Our model is we have a farmer facing tool which is a khata book for the farmers, completely free for the farmers. We generate intelligence and analytics, build segmentation crop wise, acreages wise, area wise, and we help agriculture businesses to do an advertisement. In future, this data APIs can also build the credit scoring for the agri finances, credit lending. It can also come up with like insurance product or any other product. It also can help the developmental organization to track their developmental project, because one of their objectives is always how farmers or like farmers are uplifting their income, right? So that's about it. This is our farmer facing tool, which I had just said. They can track their income expenditure, get a crop advisor, and all of that stuff. Important part is it runs on a WhatsApp, so farmer doesn't need any mobile app to be downloaded, because they have a very basic smartphones. Even the internet connectivity is a challenge in the rural areas, and they are not that digitally savvy. So we solve all of that problem with the WhatsApp. We won the National Agriculture Innovation Award as well for this particular solution. So far, we digitalized more 1,20,000 farmers from Maharashtra. We help them reducing their cost by tracking income expenditure by 20% and increasing their profits. We made 25 lakhs rupees revenue as well by advertising business, the segmentation which we have in helping agriculture businesses. We have brands like Godrej Agrovet, Dehad, Adama, Deepak Fertilizer, all these enterprises, along with the startup and mid-scale companies. I'll skip the competition part. Here, I'll skip the future roadmap as well. This is my team, myself from coming from a farmer's background. I'm a third generation farmer. Have a exposure to marketing business side in the past. I have a CTO as well as the crop advisory head who is from the agriculture domain itself. In the past, I also worked for okay, I'll skip that. Again, these are some media recognitions which we got in the past for our different things. We are raising 2.5 crores. Currently, it's a pre-seed round to build the self-served integrated advertising platform, just like Meta Ads or Google Ads, where agri brands can come and create their ads and all of that. Currently, it's managed services. We want to build that self-served platform and also invest that money into the farmers outreach as well, so that more and more farmers use Khata Book as a primary tool and maintain their accounting and look at farming as a profitable business. So with that, I would like to request all of you to come and join Gram IQ in the mission to empowering farmers to become farmpreneurs, because वो भी वही काम करते हैं जो हर कोई एक बिजनेसमैन करता है, रॉ मटेरियल लेता है, प्रोसेसिंग करता है, बेचता है, right? So they are no more just kisan, they are also an entrepreneur just like us. Thank you very much. If you have any questions. Via advertisement, sir. So it's the platform is like just like an Instagram business model, just like Instagram. You use free of cost, but the backend Meta does a lot of segmentation based on the kind of content you are consuming, and they shows you the ads in between the content, right? Similar way, we does the segmentation of the farmer. What are the acreages they are having, whether they have an irrigation facility or not, what are the harvesting stages, area wise and all of that. Using that, we help agriculture businesses to reach out to them at the right time, so that they get a better ROI from their marketing budgets. So example is, so currently we are doing one campaign for Adama. They have a pesticide product which is suitable for the cotton growers when it is sprayed at the time of flowering, so that the fruits get better and the cotton bond jala manto apan, it is better, right? So there is no other marketing channel available currently where you can identify cotton growers at the flowering stage of the crop, and that's where we comes into picture, helping them to get a better ROI and then on their marketing budgets.
How many farmers are there on your app now?
Currently 1,20,000.
1,20,000. Yeah. This is entirely Maharashtra.
Currently, yes, Maharashtra. We have 4 languages currently. We recently launched Gujarati and Hindi. Earlier, it was just Marathi. So the way we can add more languages, we can go into more regions.
450 community. In that 424 are some community you mentioned. Is the ground workers on the villages?
Yes. So these are village ambassadors. So we built something model called campus ambassadors. So we identify the guy who was like preparing for government examination or waiting for a professional job. We take them as a mini internship. His job is to handhold and onboard farmers on the platform, even though like people knows how to operate Facebook probably, but they get like little difficulty when it is a new platform, right? So they help in that, and then they get a certificate and all of that. So we have a 450 plus such ambassadors with us. They just get a certificate and the feeling of they are contributing to the same community they like belongs to.
You're not paying anything to them.
Nothing. So
Okay.
if there are some campaigns where we require their intervention, where we are also getting money, we share the pie of that to them. But usually for the being in Gram IQ's brand ambassador, they do not get anything except the certificate.
Thank you.
And we make sure that we identify the guy who is aspirational in terms of getting government job, banking jobs, or preparing for a professional exam, like private professional job as well, right? So they have aspiration. They're sitting idle, so they wanted to do something, right? Yes.
What's your plan to go ahead and scale this? In terms of essentially, you have to get the demand and supply both on the app or the platform, right? That's where most of the dollars will be spent, right?
Yeah.
So what's the plan for that? So far, you could get some of these motivated souls and get a 1.25 lakh or what, the farmers. Going forward, how do you plan to scale this? Because essentially, that's where the downloads have to happen. Somebody have to discover that you exist.
Correct.
Right? So how do you
No,
plan to go
absolutely.
about
And that's a very well problem and very important problem all of the agri-techs are facing, because digital adoption in the farming community is very, very less, and it's like kind of everybody's problem, right? But you need to come up with the value-added features for the farmers, which is really helping them to doing a farming better, right? We cannot teach them farming because they're doing from 30 years, 40 years, right? So accounting is one such features, because there is no other tool available to track their income expenditure. The other tool which we are building is the blockchain based counterfeiting scanner. So if they scan the QR code on the pesticide seed or the fertilizer they are buying, which is mandatory by the government having this unique QR code, if they scans, they get a validity and all of that, right? So we are coming up with such things, news and other content which makes them engage with the platform.
That's to retain the existing guys. I'm saying, how do you go about scaling in the first place? Because your revenue is ad revenue, and then you're probably running programs by the corporates or the agri producers who are advertising, some of them, right? Otherwise, how do you make this whole model sustainable?
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
So, so on the scale as well, I guess I missed saying that part. So we built a partnership portal for NGOs, FPOs, and the developmental organizations, right? I mentioned that some one point somewhere, I guess. So all of the NGOs, those who are working in agriculture, has one common objective कि farmer की income बढ़नी चाहिए. अब हम तो अकाउंटिंग दे रहे, तो हम तो एग्जैक्टली वही बता सकते हैं कि लास्ट ईयर कितना खर्चा और कितना इनकम उसको था, इसका खर्चा और इनकम कितना था. तो via them we are kind of promoting it. Example is Ambuja Cement Foundation works with 10,000 farmers. Tata Consumer Product Limited, we are already tie-up with them in UP and Barabanki. So we are giving them a nice platform to track their programs on the ground. Again, on the FPO side as well, this is the problem. Ki they have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 farmer members, but they don't know analytics of them. Ki who is doing which farming, which crop, how many acres and all of that, so that they can does their market linkages and integrations better, because all of the FPOs are either working in the input side or a post-harvest side, right? Market linkages side. So if they have their analytics of their farmer base or farmer members, they can do their businesses better. So that platform will help us get more and more farmers on a platform, and the features as well, right? The newer and newer features will, both the things will help get more farmers and also to be engaged on the platform.
Moving on to the next startup, do we have Tosha Technology Innovations present here? Anybody from Tosha Technology? Tosha Technology Innovations. Okay. The next startup would be Fagro Agri Technologies. Anyone from Fagro? Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ashlakshmi. I'm from Fagro Agri Technologies. I'm from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. We have built this platform for farmers. The name Fagro is coined the term fast agro. The concept what we took is agri-commerce. So we wanted to digitize this sector, agri-commerce, from starting from farmer to a buyer. We wanted to digitalize this platform. Exactly like Swiggy, Zomato, there is a platform for food sector. There is a platform for transport sector. So we reimagined this agri sector can be also be digitized and simplified. The main problem what we focus into completely small and marginal farmer in India. There is 83% of farmers who are marginal farmers and they are disintegrated. So we wanted to aggregate them collectively. We have to get collective the products and sort, clean, then supply to the buyers. So that is what the digitalized system what we do. We have an application Fagro Trade. So this is application where buyers can book directly from. We have two distinctive sectors. One is Fagro Trade, where farmers can sell their complete harvest goods as a bulk. They can put it online. If someone is not able to put it online, farmers are somewhat illiterate, right? So they can give a missed call to our number. That's a toll-free number. Our onboarding team will completely handheld and get the all data completely digitalized, and we are doing a marketing behalf of the farmers. So that's how we are able to achieve in Tamil Nadu. Our traction time is like 6 months, completely bootstrap company. 6 months, 8 months, we have achieved like 30,000 farmers onboarded, and we are able to digitalize this. It's kind of we have not entered into the traceability yet, but we are planning to go traceability too in future, because traceability factor as a buyer, they really need it. So this is what the 30,000 farmers and daily active 500 plus users there in our application. And those are mainly of our buyers. So buyers often come to our trade to see, check prices on what areas, what is the price. Or else what they have to do, they have to literally take a vehicle and roam around and check for the prices. It's for the traders basically. They are the first level buyers. The second level buyers are metro cities. Currently we are targeting in Chennai city, and we have captured last 3 months we have captured up revenue from, we started like 50,000, then month on month it is ramping up. 1 lakh, now 2 lakh, now 5 lakh. Every month it is wrapping up. So that's how we are able to save and able to give 10% additional profit to farmers and 40% savings across the full trade. Whereas we are taking 20% and we are saving 20% to the buyers. And these are the current technologies. We have implemented AI and machine learning, price predictor, where it's a free thing right now in our application. If you certain goods we have taken, track the prices for last 2 and 3 years. We are showing what will be the price. It will go down or up for 30 days, next to 30 days. So that is one price predictor we have implemented. Currently we are working on Fagro Genie. We have implemented the missed call software. So similarly, we wanted to help farmers to onboard our system easily just with a voice, like a WhatsApp voice they are sending as a message. So similarly, another system we are building up that will help them easily more on board, and we can reduce our expenses on our resources handholding farmers. And we are also working on the blockchain backend technology. We are currently working on it. And in the future, we are planning to tie up with more logistics person, because we are ramping up our scalabilities keep increasing. We are trying to tying up with the logistics partners, warehouses, solutions, so that we can connect the entire chain very easily. So that's what our current workings. So this is to understand our model. Every chain we are there as a digital partner. So this is how, and our person, how they can assure quality, why they have to buy digitally. why they have to come on our app, and our person, wherever our farmers are there, we have strategically implemented some person, our quality assurance team is there. They assure the quality on every level. And this is the metro cities targeted Fagro assured goods. So sorted, cleaned, the tied up mills connected with us, they will supply the goods, and we will give them the projections for every month, so they can regularly supply this. And the goods what they are buying for cleaning, that is from our farmers. So that's how we are connecting this cycle. So this is our team. So that's me. I'm the founder and CEO. And this is how our team structure is. Well, previously, sorry, I missed about. So we have recognized with Tamil Nadu government. Tamil Nadu government have invested for the TAN fund 85 lakhs 8 months back. We have received funding. With previously, it was completely bootstrapped, and another investment 2 lakhs women incentive program investment we got into 1.5 years back. So that's how we have built this company. This idea was started in 2017 December, and real time it is actually lifted up in 2023. It's a completely bootstrap. Every month with 20,000 rupees, we have tried to build this model. And once we got recognized with several incubation centers and government sectors, we are able to build this up, and we received a women incentive program. That's a grant, 2 lakhs. And plus, then we applied for TAN fund, and government have granted 85 lakhs fund. With that, currently, every month, 2 lakhs runway, we are able to generate 5 lakhs revenue. And our ask is 15 crores, and to build our own sorting centers. So, any other questions, please ask. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Any questions?
So just wanted to understand what is the exact problem that you're trying to solve. One part I understood is the pricing part, where there is an asymmetry in terms of pricing that someone may would be getting versus what he's actually getting on in his cash account. Second is the fulfillment part of it, which is that the same, whether it is transported rightly in time to the buyer, that part. So fulfillment, pricing, these are very different sort of segments. So your intent is to cover what? Because each has its own set of problems. If you look at the supply chain, pricing is, again, you may be getting prices from either mandis, either different avenues, they may be there.
Okay.
And obviously that has to be told to the farmers, explained to them. There's a trust factor that comes in, and then there's fulfillment part of it, where you work with a lot of, if I understand, third-party logistics support and all. So what is that you are trying to build? Is it a platform where end-to-end supply is built in, or is that you're only trying to solve for the information part of it?
Okay. It's not, I'm not seeing as a different, as a team, we are not seeing it as a different problems. One is solution of the other. Basically, if we digitalize this sector, we can sort certain problems, pricing factors, fair prices, and even the supply chain disintegrity. So that one we can easily solve. With that solution, digitalizing, bringing the data on a visual, we can have a proper decision making. If we have a proper decision making, we can achieve our goals, which is fair price and profitability.
This is not restricted to any specific commodity, because every commodity has its own supply chain.
Yes.
When I say commodity,
Okay. Mr. To maybe inform, it is non-perishables. Completely non-perishable commodities only we have taken, grains, millets, whatever, which has less than 13% of moisture. And also we have built our grain analyzer also, which have a less moisture content. That only we have built our own AI model that will analyze. We take a photograph that will analyze and say what percentage of impurities, foreign particles that it will say. It will say what is the grade 1, grade 2. that easily help our quality assurance
That is
team.
important, because if it's perishable, then the whole thing go for a
No,
toss.
no, no.
So
No,
that's
not
why,
completely into
because non-perishable
non-perishable
is much
sector.
more standardized.
Now
much
I
more,
understand your
most of
question.
more staples and all.
Yes,
Got
yes.
it. Okay. Great. Good luck.
Any other questions?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You can give it. How are you? Your phone, ma'am. The next startup would be Ada Equipments.
Green one for the next slide. Hello, I'm Durga Prasad from Idea Equipments Private Limited, which is a rural-based agri-tech startup. Can I go to the first slide? No, it's not. Hello. Idea Equipments, agro-electronic devices. Idea means, okay. So we found a problem that, our younger generation not into the farming, not because of they don't have the land holdings. They have the land holdings, but their lifestyle, they want to have the better income source, but they have the land holdings. Our previous generation is also are from agri background only, so they have the land holdings, but they are not able to do the farming because of they want to do better financial opportunities, but they have the land holdings, but it is high value asset, so they want to keep secure their land. At the same time, they want to pursue their financial goals, like a business or job or government job, whatever it is. So there we after COVID, we figure it out, this problem was like a very serious, because well, all of the software employees who are working in from went away from our villages to the towns to get the jobs. They all come back to homes, and then we started realizing we lost everything to chase the better opportunities. So at the time, we need something to do the farming at the same time, pursuing our financial goals for certain time, and then we'll come into the completely into the farming. It shows that every person, every our generation people is having desperate or very much good interest to do the farming, but they have their financial commitments towards you to get better financial opportunities or money, to they are pursuing their current jobs or businesses, most of them. So we are here to bridge the gap. So we are here to create a irrigation system that which basically take care the irrigation part of the automatic. And it will there is a weather station, all this stuff is very you are repeatedly hearing about it. We have our own uniqueness, we built it in with the along with the farmers. So my basic example, one of the basic example is like if somebody having a fever, how do you know? You cannot put a hand and then you cannot tell it. So basically you need a thermometer to effectively take the decision what is the problem. So we created a weather station with our unique parameters and unique approach. So there we can collect the proper inputs and make the risk assessment, like every pest and disease needs a certain conditions to grow. So we are backtracking which is going to be matching to it, and then at a early stage we are going to control it, and with the less quantity of the pesticides or less quantity of the insecticides. So Okay, here we have some patents. One is the solar light trap, one is the valve. So why we went for the solar light trap? Because we are a very completely bootstrapped company and we need to have some source of income. So we created solar light trap. That too we have a patents and we have four varieties on it, and we sold to 2000 devices to the farmers entire South India through digital marketing. We have a meme page also. We are getting sales from a meme page also, and we are getting connecting local farmer groups and YouTube channels, and then these people we are communicating, and then making some videos and collaborative approaches, and engaging with the rural NGOs and FPOs, and like that we are getting some sales. And the wall part we got the patents, and then we are about to go into the production. And the weather station we installed it in a two field trials. So out of at one station, in our Madanapalli area, tomato growing very high. So we put it in a tomato farm, and then we just test it out. Out of 5 diseases, it's predicted 3, and they are at very early stage. So this is our initial validation, and we are getting in validation from KVKs and other government bodies. Our approach was a little different here. And this is a gardening kit. uh, this is very this is also another financial product for us to sustain, because end of the day we are working on sensors. We just have some sensors and motor connected it, and it's just a simple project compared to others to generate some revenues. uh, so this is how we have a B2B inquiries from some of the organic farms like um, Akshay Kalpa. We have in a discussion, and Bhumi Organics also. Those who are from Bangalore, they know Bhumi Organics and Akshay Kalpa. And we have negotiations with Pondicherry Ashram also, Arvind Ashram, and some other organic manufacturer, organic growers also. Yeah. This is our first initial dashboards that is going on, and some basic predictions. Okay, we are not completely into the AI. We are just taking the better working model, AI model, and then integrating with the data and then validating it right now. Okay. This market valuation, all these things, sir, it's been automation is there for 20 years. And these are our few competitors, and we have the price leverage on here. And we are into the stage 3. We are into the beta version trials right now. And this I'm electronics guy, and my brother was horticulture, and my dad was like working in a agri trader in tomato market yard. So I taken him as a marketing expert because he has so many contacts with the farmer. So we are ready to dilute. We are a best performing agri-tech startup awardee 2023. Yeah, at Chennai. Yeah. And we raised a 5 lakh grant from SIT Tumkur. Yeah, DST, Nidhi Prayas grant. Yeah, thank you.
Any questions? Thank you, sir. I would like to call Raftech Solutions.
No. Okay. So hello everyone. I'm Akshay Jadhav from Raftech Solutions. Is it? Okay. Representing Raftech Solutions, we are Mumbai-based startup promoting fisher folks. So yeah, we are Mumbai-based startup promoting fisher folks to cultivate seaweed as an alternative income source. These are 3 types of seaweed: red, brown, and green. Depends on their pigmentations.
We are focusing on currently agriculture, but there are n number of products we can made out of, like food, animal feed, pharmaceutical, as well as cosmetics also. So what is the problem? Farmers have different alternative income sources like fishing, poultry, dairy, etc. But coastal fisher folks are depending on farm catching, fish catching only. So we are giving them as one alternative income source through the seaweed cultivation, and this is helping them to as a livelihood also, and sustainable income source through which is trapping carbon dioxide uh, in the coastal areas. This is a glimpse of the seaweed cultivation. This is our product, seaweed extract, which is helpful for abiotic stress management, nutrient uptake, and as well as it helpful to reduce the requirement of chemical fertilizers, and it increases the quality and quantity of the crops. Market size like 11.32 TAM, then 8 million dollars is SAM, and our target is to achieve SOM 263 million, which is hydroponics main target is. These are our competitors like C6 Energy, Biostat, Aqua Coromandel, and Valagro. Most of them either cultivate, they are importing the seaweed, or else different in the other segments. This is our revenue model. Like we are focusing mainly on B2Bs, targeting to be fertilizer companies, then organic farming, as well as FPOs, FPCs. And as aquaponics and hydroponics is our mainly customer segment is going to be happen. Traction till now. So till now we have reached to like we are very early stage startup. So we have reached to 7 consumers, 3 B2Bs, and last month we have deployed 80 liters, and now onwards also we are getting more and more. Yesterday only I sent 20 liters. This is trials we did on like hydroponic systems in Mumbai. These are some field trials like grape orchard, as well as pomegranate also we did trials, and banana also. These are some validations through lab where we got micronutrient content in a rich amount. CN ratio is also good. Humic and fulvic acid is also there, which is helps for the crops. 1 year revenue projections. Our target is for 40 lakhs through per day 100 liters production capacity. This is what funds are required. Like 1.5 CR funds is required for 2 years. It includes production capacity, working capital, as well as marketing and all stuff. We impact metrics where we say carbon absorbing seaweed is, then zero waste generation. Even residue is useful for as a manure, and 10 to 15% fertilizer requirement decline of the chemical fertilizers. This is our team. Tisha, who looks after marketing and PR. Prachi, she is into R&D, and I'm looking for production and administrative part. Thank you. These are some achievements and support by the institutions like NARM, CIFE, Digital Impact Square, and MSSU. And that's it. Thank you.
Any questions?
What exactly is the differentiation in terms of, because if you look at seaweeds, a lot of players have come in,
Yeah.
addressing different market. Is it pricing? Is it customer segment? What is
Customer segment. So our main target is currently in hydroponic aquaponics because there is no brand as such now. So we are developing, and our product mainly works on in that segment.
Okay, but any defensibility there? So today you may be able to work with them, but is there something which is your defensibility against? Because anyone can again come in, even in
So
hydroponics.
not sorry. Yeah.
People can still enter the aqua as well as the hydroponics field.
So that is our mainly target, क्योंकि अभी तक किसी ने वो वहाँ पे उतना फोकसफुली देखा ही नहीं. So we are focusing on them and उसमें एक खुद का ब्रांड डेवलप करके meanwhile conventional through B2Bs हम लोग अपना कस्टमर सेगमेंट बढ़ाते रहेंगे. Like B2Bs through the fertilizer companies, उनके SKUs बढ़ाएंगे, FPCs, FPOs को सप्लाई करके कस्टमर सेगमेंट डेवलप करेंगे.
Got it. But if it is, say, suppose only focused on hydroponics and process में भी कुछ difference है क्या? The way you manufacture it?
Yes. So जो concentration है वो हमने maintain रखा, but हमारा जो process है उसमें certain amount of differentiation है जो भी in the patent process है. तो उसके बाद हमने product का trials किया, like very known and one of the popular brands के product के साथ, and जिसमें हमें better results भी मिले, और comparative study हमने एक trials में भी किया था on field इसमें.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to the next startup, I would like to call the team of Fresh Dwara E-Dairy. I'm so sorry, Dwara E-Dairy.
Hello all, good afternoon. I'm Balaji Lakshmanan. I'm the co-founder and CEO with Dwara Dairy. We are a dairy fintech based out of Chennai. So we are about a 5-year-old startup. I know Agri's talked about quite a lot. Dairy, in my view, has a lot more sort of an impact when it comes. So we are a dairy accelerator, where our goal is to sort of take that 2+ cattle owner and make them a 20 cattle owner. And predominantly, see, of course, dairy, most of us know India is the largest milk producer. We have the largest bovine population. So the fundamental challenge essentially is in terms of 90% of the farmers have less than 10 cattle and they get stuck there. They're not able to grow for various reasons, predominantly the credit taxes, insurance, or the cattle management services and access. So this is a fundamental problem. And so typically they need to move to this 15 to 20 cattle, out of which at least 7 to 10 are in the milch stage, giving milk, so that their standards can significantly sort of improve. So the market opportunity is fairly huge in terms of the lending, insurance, and the cattle management services. We are a dairy accelerator where our goal is to be that operating system and take this 2+ cattle owner to a 20 cattle owner in less than 5 years, while securing their livelihood and increasing the milk yield of the cattle. And for this, we work with the lenders, insurers, and multiple ecosystem players as part of this operating system and the platform. And for this, the core of Dwara Dairy is the tech stack that we have built. We have built Aadhaar equivalent for cattle, which is the muzzle ID between the nostrils of the cattle. There are unique patterns. There's been an open problem. We have managed to sort of crack it with a fairly high accuracy of 99.6%. Then based on the back image of the cattle, which is body condition scoring, a veterinary science, we can estimate the health of the cattle, and based on the udder side images, we can estimate the milk yield of the cattle and overall sort of a Surabhi score and cattle 360 report, which provides cattle specific recommendations to the dairy farmers. So these are essentially used, for example, in the lending. One of the classic problems is the same set of cattle reused by multiple borrowers for the loans, right? And our systems have been sort of validated by multiple third party, be it government, veterinary science colleges, insurance companies, So this is the, and we also, as part of the Surabhi score, we also provide a cash flow statement, which gives a projection of the income from the dairy for the next 12 months, because the repayment depends on the future. The availability and the authenticity of the milk slip is a challenge in the rural. Less than about 15% of the farmers are in the organized space, and they have, verifiable, milk slips. So this becomes an additional and an alternate underwriting mechanism for the dairy loans as well as any rural loans in that sense. So besides the technology, we've also sort of innovated in terms of the product, where we lend, even with no milk bills or handwritten bills, we are able to lend up to 80,000, and then multiple segments in terms of the personas, and typically in terms of the insurance, we have been closely working with the insurance companies. A classic problem for them is in terms of the same set of the ear tags change, and the animal looks the same, the ear tags is the same, so hence they have to give the insurance. So out of more than 1 lakh of insurance we have done through our muzzle, and 2000 claims, about 180 claims were in such a way that the ear tag was the same, cattle was the same, but the muzzle was different. So we were able to repudiate those claims. And we've also innovated in such a way that the cattle insurance is similar to the two-wheeler insurance, where the farmer can pick and choose what is the sum insured, starting from 10,000 to the maximum value of the cattle. So the affordability and the accessibility becomes significant, and the entire piece is end-to-end digital, be it from the identity to the anti-selection using the health and the Surabhi score used for the underwriting for the insurance. So this is another very interesting space, and we have sort of worked out with multiple insurance companies to be even something like a TPA for the cattle insurance, because we are experts in that specific domain. And in terms of the cattle management services, there are multiple opportunities in terms of the cattle specific recommendations to the farmers to cattle purchase or hypothecate the cattle. So the larger goal with the tech stacks that we have developed is to sort of look at cattle as an asset class. Right now it is not, because there is no way to uniquely identify the cattle which is non-tamperable. So with our cattle KYC and cattle scorecarding system, we'll be able to uniquely identify the asset and value the asset. So dairy farmers should be seen as a MSME player in that sense. Yeah, and there are multiple outcomes in terms of the reduction in cost as well as increase in the yield and overall income increase to the dairy farmers. And there is also a reduction of the CO2 and sustainable income to the dairy farmers as well. Our revenue models, typically in terms of, so we essentially do a SaaS where we provide only the tech. Secondly, we also have a feet on street, our own feet on street, where we become the BC partners for some of the lending institutions and also for the insurance companies in terms of the sourcing. And the other model is in terms of, we are also building a network of third-party field agents, where through our Surabhi eStore digital platform, all these products can be distributed and there is a revenue share with them. So all these channels are there. We have done close to about 85 crores of loans as we speak, and we also have a Dwara Surabhi app as part of the Play Store with more than 9 lakh downloads. And we have about 6.5 lakh plus farmer base and cattle base, and our regular collection efficiencies are upwards of 99%. And we have done more than 2 lakhs of insurance. So in terms of the partner agents, as we speak, we have more than about 20,000 partner agents. And the goal is to reach about 10 lakh partner agents in the next 2 years, and distribute all these sort of products through them, while keeping our direct agents limited in terms of fine-tuning and understanding the systems in place. This is how the competition landscape looks like. Stellapse is one of the well-known players, but they have essentially moved more towards milk collections, and Animal is another player who essentially do OLX for cattle trading. About a year back, we raised, about 2.5 years back, we raised about $1 million from Axela, the Infosys cohort, and we are right now in the market. So the moat, essentially, we have a proprietary deep tech, very hard to sort of crack. We've also applied for patent. but of course, the challenges in terms of the amount of depth that it requires. We have a fairly strong team. So I have a background of master's research from IIT Madras in computer science and in that machine learning and AI. My goal was to sort of build tech for the rural to sort of transform, and while essentially analyzing the segment, dairy seemed to be a very interesting sort of space. And John Vincent, the co-founder and COO, he has a wealth of experience in the rural. And Dr. JTK, he's a senior veterinary science expert with, silver award winner in YouTube with more than about, 2.5 lakh plus farmers following him. And Satya, who's again fairly experienced in the rural space. We are backed by Dwara, which is a sort of an accelerator and a venture studio. And we have multiple partners, and our systems have been tested both in India as well as in South Africa, in Africa. So the tech that we have developed is not just from an Indian standpoint, also from a global South standpoint. So we have a bunch of So we'll be in the market, trying to raise about 25 crores with a valuation of about 150 crores pre-money, and there are some investors who are sort of interested, trying to be the follow on, and the existing investors may also sort of join the round. Any questions? Right now, we are doing about 4 crores ARR. This year, it is projected to be, last year it was 4 crores. This year, it is projected to be about 8.5. So,
is it the lenders, insurers, farmers? Who is it?
Right now, as we speak, it is the lending. But what we essentially see is we have just launched the DIY insurance. It has taken us time because in the insurance segment is a fairly, they are a very close segment. So initially they were using SaaS. We have essentially started also sourcing quite recently and through our channels. So what we see is as we move forward, probably a year from now, it will be sort of equal. And, and as we move forward, insurance will sort of take a much higher pitch.
Because historically, many people have been successful with lending. So, I mean, the way it has been done. So
Correct.
You'll have to do it differently.
Correct. So in the lending, the model that we are doing is we are a BC. Again, being a BC is not a scale. I mean, it's not it's a linear model. So we are very conscious about it. And what is our core is our tech and our underwriting. So we have a sub BC model where there are players with feet on street, and we essentially bring in the lenders, we underwrite, they essentially source and they collect, and there is a revenue share. We already have 2 partners that way, and this is a non-linear model that we can scale. So if we see the last 3 years, we were essentially leveraging our technology, studying, because the repayment not just depends on the dairy income. It depends on multiple sort of income. So we have other underwriting besides the dairy as well. So, and we have, at the end of the day, the lending that we do is to understand the segment a lot more than doing the lending totally. And we are very clear, we don't aspire to be a NBFC or all that. We are a hardcore tech who understand the dairy households a lot better, who essentially want to deliver multiple services to the dairy household and rural household, leveraging technology. That is sort of our goal. Sorry, what is that? Again, it depends on the lender to lender. We at this stage, because we are a BC partner and we are involved with the feet on street, there's a cost to it. So the thumb rule is for all the banks, it will be a SaaS model. It will be a small finance bank, and NBFCs are our BC partners. The interest rate is somewhere between 22 to 26%, out of which we essentially get about 9 to 11%. And if it is a sub BC model, we essentially get about 3.5%.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Feel free to reach us. Thanks.
The next startup, I would like to invite Fresh Bags and Ritu Shrestha.
Hi everyone, myself Rana Pratap Reddy. I'm from Tirupati. Uh, my startup is Fresh Bags. I started as a agri-tech and supply chain. So we focused only Type 2 and Type 3 cities. We focused only Horeca sector, hotels, restaurants and caves. So we are completely into perishables. So I started this startup in 2020. So it's a completely bootstrapped. So almost 4 years, we have faced a lot of issues with even a farmers middle. We completely depend on third parties like mandi guys, even a local. There each village there are a couple of middlemen, right? We totally depend on them. So somehow we supplied and we grabbed that Horeca network, and later on we have started Raitu Shrestha, where we we saw a lot of issues faced by the farmers. So we have initiated this Raitu Shrestha. It's a for India's, I think it's a first membership-based uh, agriculture platform. So we have a membership for the farmers. So we have three different membership for the farmers. They can small scale, medium, and large scale. So we have divided into three categories. See, if they took our membership, they'll get complete support from the seed to post harvest. So here they don't need to. We all know that farmers are facing issues in two things. One is the pricing, and second one is the transportation. So we are covering entire things. So they can get discounts in of seeds. We have a separate advisory team. Who are taking a membership, they can call us directly. Our team will visit their farm and they'll give the complete advice to the farmers. It's completely from the seed to post harvest. Even we are providing discounts on fertilizers, even pesticides, and also we are giving them a free transportation to our collection centers. If the farmers tied up taken a membership from us, so he'll get a complete free transportation for his entire crop. And also he'll get minimum support price from us, because we already tied up with a couple of hotels in other end. So we can give them a better pricing. So we already have a contracts with the hotels, so we can easily give them a better price. So we have a 1 year pricing with the hotels. So I can easily guarantee the best price to the farmers. So this is what we started. The Raitu Sesha started almost 6 months back. So we are almost onboarded 200 plus farmers and 15 plus FPOs. We are still adding. So we need some support from the investor. We have some tech initiative where we can complete entire thing from farm to Horeca, farm to fork, complete supply chain. So thanks. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous. This is my first investor meet.
First question.
Fill your bag with the freshness. I mean the vegetables. That's how it started.
How's your team? Like, you are the founder.
Yeah, I'm the founder. We have almost 25 plus teams, sir. So in that 10 agri advisors and supply chain and operations team.
And it's a B2B supply chain.
Yeah, completely B2B.
And what is different that you're trying to do?
Sir, here we are solving problems in Type 2 and Type 3 cities. See, I met couple of, I came from a hospitality background. I was working with 4 and 5 star hotels. So initially. So when I met this kitchen staff, I mean the chefs and all, they are facing a lot of issues with the quality and the pricing in a Type 2 and Type 3. In Type 1, you will easily get a lot of vendors. And when it comes to Type 2 and Type 3, so quality is the biggest challenge for the 5 star and 4 star properties and chain restaurants. So there we started our things. We are focusing only Type 2 and Type 3 restaurants.
And where do you source from? Is it on?
Sir, initially we started from the third parties like a mandis and third party persons. So there are a lot of issues we face from them. See, whenever the pricing and whenever the demand comes, these guys will play a lot of things. So there we started Raitu Shrestha. Why don't we directly interact with the farmers? Interacting with the farmers, it's not that easy. So we came up with a membership-based model where they'll get complete thing from the seed. If they want to buy seeds, they'll get a discount from us. Even fertilizers, even farm equipments, they'll get discount from us. So they need to take only one membership card. That is, we'll charge, depends upon the land acres. So they'll get a free transportation, complete buyback support. So they don't need to worry about their crop and all. So again, there's one more thing. There are a couple of, startups. What they do, they'll buy only A grade, B grade kind of thing, right? So we'll buy their entire crop. So we have tied up with even 5-star hotels. We have a contacts, even a normal small scale restaurants also we have tied up. So we are grading them and we are supplying to the restaurants.
What are the numbers? How many Horeca clients you have? How many farmers?
Sir, Horeca, we have more than 15 plus, sir. We have a Taj group, more than 8 properties, and we are tied up with the Rebel Fruits Cloud Kitchen. So complete 4 states we are supplying to them. And again, Sarovar properties. There are a couple of brands. Sarovar also we tied up. Viceroy properties. Almost 4 and 5 and small scale. Each depends upon the area, sir. So wherever the 5-star hotels are there, we are reaching them, and there we'll start from a 5-star to, a small scale restaurants.
Got it.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure. Good luck.
I'll call the next startup FloodGuard Solutions.
This is an expert, right? Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Dhanya. I'm the founder of a startup called FloodGuard. So it's been 6 months we have incorporated the company legally, and we've been working on the problem from the start of 2025. And from day one, we've been incubating a T-Hub and V-Hub. So at FloodGuard, what we do is we do flood risk intelligence for past, present, and future. So we connect all the 3 timelines, and we try to build a flood resilient community. So we all know, like India in 2024 alone, India has faced the problem of floods, and the losses were nearly up to 50,000 crores according to Niti Aayog. And the main problem is like FloodGuard is completely urban focused. So yeah, at FloodGuard, like when we look into the cities like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, they're receiving rainfall like which was supposed to be once in 100 years is happening right now once in 5 to 10 years. And the main culprit is climate change. At FloodGuard, we believe climate change is the main culprit. And so here we came up with one solution. Okay. Yeah, we came up with 2 solutions. One is connecting past and future. So we have taken the climate data of for the past 45 years and we'll be predicting for the next 75 years. So all the climate models that we use in our model in our workflow are built for IPCC and it is part of IPCC framework. And this is like a demo of the properties, and here we have FG Horizon, which I have just explained. So we right now we have mapped nearly 5 lakh buildings in Hyderabad, where we'll be focusing on the risk. If you look at the past risk, like nearly 2.27 lakh buildings were exposed to floods in past, like in the past 45 years. But in the future, that number is going to increase. If you look at the high risk, the number is going to increase up to 43%. So that's one of our products. And the next product, which is most challenging for us to achieve, but yet we did achieve, is the real-time flood alert system. So here we'll be sending out real-time flood alerts, and here we have taken Hyderabad as our initial study area, and we built AI model, and our accuracy is standing at like 85%. And yeah, this is like how the dashboard looks like. Both the models are dashboard based, so you can just simply go on to our, like we will be launching next month, and simply you can just go on to our website and you can just go for FG Pulse, and there you'll be getting the alerts which are present in your location, and ultimately you can plan your day accordingly, like the coming 48 hours. So right now we are sending out, we are focusing on sending out the alert 6 hours before it happens, and as soon as like we get feedback from our users, we can improve the accuracy, and ultimately we can improve the prediction time as well. So I'll just wrap it up. Yeah, thank you. Does anybody have any questions? So as of now, we have validated accuracy against the satellite images. So we have taken, for Hyderabad, we have taken the historical data sets and historical satellite images. So from 2016 to till now, we use Sentinel satellite. So we have tested it for, like we trained and tested it for 33 events with satellite images, and we trained it for 100 events without satellite images. So based on the image, we are at 85% accuracy. And in future, we are also in collaboration with a satellite company where they'll be giving satellite depth of rainfall as well, like depth of flood, apart from like extent of flood. So depth plays very crucial role, and they'll be delivering like 24 hours within 24 hours of the event. So in future, we'll be using their model as well once we get the funding and all. Then we can improve the accuracy. Yeah, thank you.
Next startup we would call Integogs Logistech Private Limited. Do we have anyone from Integog Logistech?
How to go to next slide? Hi everyone, this is Tarun, co-founder and CEO of Integog. We aim to fix the broken food supply chain, which is causing significant environmental impact and operational inefficiencies. Almost 1/3 of the food produced today is lost even before it reaches our plates. One of the major reasons is improper environmental conditions maintained during storage and transit, and also manual practices during protective farming such as polyhouse farming, greenhouse farming, and also post-harvest processes such as dehydrations are causing reduced crop yields and quality. And shipment delays are a major problem in case of perishables. To solve all these problems, we have developed a product called Thermodog. It's a real-time temperature, humidity, and location monitoring device. We have developed two variants so far. Thermodog THL. It has got inbuilt temperature and humidity sensor. It can measure temperature, humidity, and location and sends that data to users' mobile and web applications. Whereas this device can measure temperature in liquids, so it can be used in milk processing, oil refining, and other food manufacturing processes such as fermentation and distillation. So basically, this is how it works. Across any stage of food supply chain, this product can be used. Let's say it's installed in a polyhouse. It continuously measures temperature, humidity, sends that data to users' mobile and web applications, and he can configure the upper and lower limits for each of these parameters, temperature or humidity. And when these limits are violated, they'll get real-time SMS and email alerts so that they can take quick action to prevent the spoilage, maximize the yields. That's how it works. So our key competitors are Testo, Elpro, and Sensitech. However, we have our own differentiators. Firstly, Thermodog is the most affordable diagnosis system for milk cooling tanks. While our competitors are using dedicated sensors to detect each failure point, we are using temperature data alone and have built statistical algorithms on top of it to detect all these failures with the temperature data alone. This enabled us to reduce the cost by almost 40% while maintaining good profit margin for ourselves. And our internet connectivity is around 30% better than our competitors. And yeah, we have filed patent for our technology in the advanced wireless sensor network, which brings down the cost to the consumer. So users can not only monitor the live temperature and humidity data in all the units they have installed, but also can download the complete historic data, which helps them in the regulatory compliance. So our target customers are farmers who are into protective farming, polyhouse, indoor farming, mushroom farming, etc., and food and dairy manufacturers where temperature and humidity monitoring is very crucial for them throughout the manufacturing process, and logistics service providers who deal with the perishables. Our revenue streams include rental-based models for customers who need it on temporary basis, and we also sell our products directly with by providing warranty and AMC service as well. We also provide API integration so that data from our devices can be integrated into our customer software platforms if they have any. And we also offer dedicated sensor calibration and thermal imaging services, which not only generate revenue but also act as a marketing tool for us to acquire new customers. Our current gross profit margin is 55%, but with economies of scale, we aim to increase it to 70 to 80%. And we have also collaborated with ICAR, IIOR to extend the capabilities of our products to detect pest diseases in oilseed crops. We aim to generate revenue of 270 crores by 2030. So far, we deployed 10 devices, and all of our customers are satisfied with the existing products that they have purchased, and also cumulatively they are going to place order of around 100 more units. So yeah, our product reduces food wastage, reduces carbon emissions, and also minimizes e-waste. We are a team of 5 members. I got graduated from NIT Surathkal in 2016 and have got more than 9 years of experience in IoT product development, team leadership, and project management. Our co-founder is Mr. Murugeswamy. He has got 30 years of experience in quality control and assessment. We got Best Innovative Idea award from ICAR DMA PR. We are also selected under Mighty Genesis scheme. We so far secured grants of 12.5 lakhs from 2 incubators. And but yeah, not diluted yet. We are now asking for 70 lakhs rupees, which enables us to scale up our production and also accelerate our R&D for the next range of products in our product portfolio. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He also left.
So how much does this device typically cost, and what is the rental model that you're running currently?
Yeah, so Thermodog TH costs 8,000 rupees, 8,500 rupees with 1 year warranty, whereas the other one costs 10,000 rupees with 1 year warranty. This is for direct sale. But for subscription, we offer 6 months rental model with rupees 6,000 rupees.
Come again?
6,000 rupees for 6 months rental based model.
Obviously, all these three segments, the dairy, the LSPs, everyone will not pay the same price. Is there something that, because typically logistics have their lesser margin than what a dairy had, so a lot of things are there. So what's your strategy in terms of the customers, or that price is fixed for whatever?
Actually, price is fixed for all the segments, and so at least so far we haven't received the resistance from different segments. They are accepting the same price for different segments.
This is lower than the three names that you mentioned.
Yes. It is affordable. At the same time, we are also able to make better profit margins because of our patent pending technologies.
Patent you've applied for?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
All the
you.
best. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Next would be the team of New Biome Labs. Yes.
Yeah, so good evening. So my name is Suraj. I'm the co-founder of New Biome Labs from Wayanad in Kerala. And we build an AI stack and data infrastructure for the coffee value chain in the entire India to transform the stakeholders to make better decisions for increasing the yield and product quality. So we are two Surajs. We are both researchers, and we turned entrepreneurs, and with a coffee background. I'm a farmer myself. I'm into family of coffee growers for more than 40 years. So we chose coffee because it's a big market. That is one reason. And it's a very small set of people working in the ground level. I mean, farmers. So a small delta can create a huge impact on the production side. So as farmers, we face a lot of trouble on the ground level. First one being the climate change impact and access to good quality knowledge, and also technology adoption. It's pretty low, and together it leads to the quality. It impacts the quality of the produce that they make. So we introduced Canopy AI stack. It's a stack of tools. So starting with a data layer which contains every data that a farmer does in the field, including the farm outline and also the farming activity and to the entire crop cycle. And this is processed by the core AI layer, and all the services are being delivered through different channels to the different stakeholders, from growers to traders to FPOs. So the application basically it captures the plantation map as compliance, and also the activities throughout the crop cycle from Jan to December, and essentially trying to make a digital twin of the plantation so that we get more insights over time. And also they get hyperlocal weather insights based on the plantation they map, and farmers are able to log each activities through this log window, and this will be transferred to Canopy Hub, for a tool for FPO and aggregators to have more control over the plantations like this. So every grower's plantation and activity will be reported to the FPO based on a plantation score. So if they're performing bad, they'll get the alert over here. They can intervene. And the best thing is through this platform, the FPOs or aggregators can push a certain quality control mechanism. For example, maybe a particular package of practice, so that it ensures unified quality of coffee that they get, right? So this is like GIS mapping that we do. We do grid level mapping. So we position ourselves in between the coffee value chain, so that we could be a data aggregator and a farm management aggregator in the first phase, collaborating with FPOs, NGOs, and cooperative banks. We don't directly deal with growers. And in the second phase, we become a super aggregator of data and commodity, and also quality control agent, so that the buyers can directly link with the growers. So we plan to ideally go to South Indian part first, and then go to the entire coffee belt in the India. Ideally, enforcing every FPOs and stakeholders to tap into the specialty coffee and good quality coffee market. Right, so let's skip this. So we are currently incubated in AIC, CCRI, CED, under the Coffee Board of India, and also in the Kerala Agriculture University. And we are supported by Google and Raftar program through their grants and credits. And we were also in the top 15 of IPB Ventures Idea School program in a few weeks back. So currently we have around 2,800 growers ready to be onboarded through 7 institutions, FPOs and NGOs and the other institutions. And yeah, right. So I'll stop here. So yeah, also we are trying to onboard around 10,000 growers in the next crop cycle from Jan to December 26 in 2 months. So if anybody who is interested into coffee or how to have a chat about that, I'll be available here all the time. Thank you. Any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Ideally, FPOs. Growers, no, they don't pay for that. Medium and large scale growers, they can avail the full-fledged facility, the GIS analytics, because they need more control over their land. So ideally, on the grower side, it's medium to large scale growers. And then comes FPOs for subscriptions to the platform. And then on the phase 2, it's the buyers. So different kinds of revenue models.
As of now, is it live in?
It is live, but revenue will come from January next month, next year.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to call Bhaumya Innovations.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gullapalli Koteshwara Rao. I'm from Prakasham district, Andhra Pradesh. My background is I'm a retired chief engineer. Now, for the past 10 years, I'm doing organic farming. My farm is situated in western part of Prakasham district. While doing our cultivation, not only me and neighboring farmers having a lot of issues, we have found out what is that problems. Basically, the weeding and also the shortage of the labor and the resources management and also precision agriculture. I've been following precision agriculture since 2014. We did not find a correct machine for practicing the precision agriculture. All this made us to think about the solutions for these challenges. I have come out with basing a background of engineering. I have tried to develop a small agricultural multi-purpose remote and autonomously operated multi-purpose platform where I can use existing tools like a plow, seeder, and spraying machine, and grass cutting. Rotavator can be attached with the whatever the farmers having existing ones can be attached to this machine. So first we went with this four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive, small mini tractor type. It's operated electrically. Use all these attachments can be used on this. And this when we are demonstrated to the farmers, and we got some feedback. And also with these ideas, we put forward to the Anglo University and Tirupati Innovation Center. We have applied for it. We have got a sanction for a 5 lakh rupees. Based on that, the new prototype we have developed. The new prototype is also a four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive and four-wheel steering also it has got. 4 wheels, it has got a omni direction. So this is the one first developed, and it is displayed during our Independence Day last year, July 15. This is using a skid steering system. And I found out this steering system is a little difficult for the farmers, and change our model to individuals, where we can attach it. This can be pulled around 400 kgs of the load, and also we can use normal 8 to 10 horsepower of the tools can be attached on this. The work can be done on this. This is the MVP, the minimum viable product. This is what we are working on it. This is the toolbar where we can attach all the tools, and it will be doing the this thing. And also we are developing an autonomous unit where we can program and do the seeding, plowing, and spraying operations. Also, we can monitor the crop. Advantage is the farmer can work hands-free. He can use that time. He can work on some other things, and his farmers also labor also can be put into different, so that the cost will be reduced. And mostly when you are using the sensors, we have can attach the sensors like soil sensors, temperature, and humidity, and also camera. We can pass through the fields and collect the data and analyze it. We can take a decision whether any pest is there, how much quantity. The sensors, we can collect all the data to minimize wastage. Inputs can be used so that we can save money on that. Also, being an electrical, maintenance is very less, and a compact, small machine, compact is so less, so microbes won't be damaged. And also, the health of the farmers is much more improved. You will not be doing a job of bending things, weeding jobs. Along with this, we also developed some smart implements. So it will be mostly we try to use what is the existing one. It can be used on this farmers, so they don't have to. And also, this machine has got a versatility. It can be used for multiple crops. Like it can be adjusted 2 to 5 feet width. Height can be. It's got a now nearly I can fix it up to 6 feet. It can run it without damaging the crop. This kind of advantage is great. So the Angro Tirupati is a request made to present this one, and also we wanted to. This is the minimum viable product. We want to scale up. We would like to go for some financial assistance from the NABARD and similar people. This model. If you want, we can. It's the one working on the 4-wheel drives. There's another one we're testing on this. So this is like a flow is connected, different models. These are 4 more models I used it before getting the funds and all. Similar ones. working with different widths, different fields for horticulture and also gardening. The swimming pool area or golf areas also can be placed. Depends upon the customer's interest. So, this is another version. We are supporting backup with solar. We have a 5 young team is there. They are busy with this developing. We wanted to display this unit in the December first week. They're working on it. I came to present. So that's it. Thank you very much. Any questions, please?
How long does it work?
Yeah, but right now we are designed as a prototype. We work for 3 hours. 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
So what all implements you have tested?
We have a plowing because mostly we are considering first is the organic farmers where we don't need much deeper soil digging. So we can do up to 2 inches can be done on this.
2 inches.
2 inches, that's what we set for it.
Okay, 2 inches of plowing.
Yeah, it's when drawing. In case you need for seeding also, if you don't need that much, depends upon what kind of crop you are putting. So accordingly, we will adjust this. Right now, we design for that.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions, sir? Thank you.
Thank you. I think I would like to check if we have anybody from Tusha Technology Innovations. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our session.